Hello and welcome to Dubai. The most populous city of the United Arab Emirates plays host to the final showdown of the FIA and FIM 2022 World Cups for cross-country Bajas. This thriving modern city is home to many skyscrapers. The town above them all is the famous Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. As host city to Dubai International Baja, this rally is the oldest motorsport event in the UAE. This year's event sees more competitors than ever before from over 30 nationalities, and in most categories, the titles will be decided here this weekend. Who will be awarded the silverware in the City of Gold?
There's no city in the world like Dubai. We're all excited as it's the final race, double points. And for us, it's the ultimate test, seeing these vehicles in the desert.
This year it's a grand finale. We call it the grand finale, the final round of FIA and FIM Baja Cup. The pressure is high, the competition is high. So this is an amazing event for all of us.
Thursday morning, the bikes rolled into the festival city for the start of scrutineering, everything gone through with a fine-tooth comb. Portuguese rider Fabio Magalhães and last year's world champion of Baja, Konrad Dabrowski, the main competitors hunting down championship leader Mohamed Al-Balushi. Yet the 2018 world champion focused on adding to the national celebrations as the UAE turned 51.
First of all, I'm very happy to be participating in Dubai Baja, the final round of the Baja World Cup. Yeah, the target first to finish and also try to win it. And the main objective is try to get the title. We put a lot of hours in training and preparation, so hopefully it pays off. And the best part is our national day, so looking forward.
Also scrutineering before hitting the sand in anger were the cars in T1 class. All eyes were on Yazid Al-Raji's Toyota Hilux. The returning champion, series leader and last year's Dubai Baja winner, the Saudi, the driver to beat. Despite regular co-pilot Michael Orr being out injured, the highly experienced Dirk von Zitwitz joined the team to help hunt another world crown.
For us it's very important Baja, Dubai Baja, because it's last round of World Cup and we are lead and very important to finish in good position, make the car safe and to win World Cup like last year. This was very important. This is our goal for this race.
The only driver who could deny him is Czech rival Miroslav Zapletal. His navigator Marek Sikora has already clinched the co-driver's title in the absence of Ulsterman Michael Orr. Under the bright city lights, the oldest motorsport event in the UAE had a revamped ceremonial start for 2022. The first time the Dubai International Baja was flagged off at a spectacular event on the Dubai Festival City Promenade. Dignitaries, including His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, carried out the formalities joined by FIA President Mohammed bin Sulayem at his home event where he competed and won many times in its former incarnation as Dubai International Rally. Technically, the start of the rally, all competitors must cross the line to begin the event, but it's much more a chance for local fans to welcome the huge international field of riders and drivers to this prestigious event. These fans witnessed some live drama as last year's T3 World Cup champion Dania Akil had to call upon her South Racing team's help to fix her overheating Can-Am Maverick. The stars of the show included front-runner in the bikes category Mohamed Al-Balushi alongside Yazid Al-Raji, both of whom could seal the 2022 titles here this weekend at the season finale. A moment of calm and camaraderie on the harbour front before the helmets go on and the competition gets fierce the following morning. Friday, 2nd of December, National Day for the UAE and leg 1 of the rally. After the liaison section from the city, the stage starts in the small desert township of Al Lisaili, and 194.4 kilometers later they return to base in Dubai Festival City. The 2022 Dubai Baja ready to finally rev into life with the bikes as ever, having the honour of starting the latest edition of UAE's oldest motorsport event. Everything ready, as was young gun Konrad Dabrowski, odds on to retain his junior title. The pole warmed up for an exciting special ahead.
I feel good. It was nice to have the 40 k's of road section because it was a bit chilly, so the body got cooled down, and yeah, I'm ready for the battle. The weather's nice as always, so it's going to be a fun day.
The event taking place over the 51st birthday of the nation, only adding to the occasion. It therefore appeared written in the sand that their own star would shine the brightest, yet the dream quickly caught Al Qudra quicksand. World Cup leader Mohamed Al Balushi suffered an electrical failure, the Red Bull man not enjoying his homecoming. The 2018 champion finished back in 26th, an hour 45 minutes down from first place. Only an hour better off, Fabio Magayesh did a sterling job to limit the damage caused by his broken clutch to place 11th. It's certain that in motorsports, nothing is certain until the very end. With the leading two riders' World Cup dreams stalling, opportunity knocked for the chasing pack, especially with double points on offer for the final Baja of the season. Abdallah Abu Aisha was flying the flag for Jordan, but despite keeping tabs on the breakaway, couldn't find a place on the podium. Second to compatriot Alec McInnes in the opening Saudi Baja special last month. This time, Makis Reis Stavros was the greatest Briton, despite having started 22nd. Running 3 race-old tyres with cable ties holding his KTM together, the Welshman picked one off after another. The soon-to-be Dakar debutant posted a fantastic 4th. Mohamed Al Balushi's teammate had a better day for MX Ride Dubai. The Kuwaiti trains and competes in the dunes of the Emirates and Qatar, using that experience to navigate away from danger. No special win, but a fine 3rd place, a chance to fight for the overall title. Starting the year by finishing the Dakar Rally at a 3rd attempt, aiming to end 2022 with even more success. Only 4 points separated Al Shati from Dabrowski in the World Cup standing, setting up an exciting final Saturday stage. Only a catastrophic special could stop reigning junior champion Dabrowski from retaining that title, but now, top prize in mind. The 20-year-old looked in pole to add to the stage win in Qatar 9 months ago. Yet, it was another youngster who would hit the top. An Austrian with an incredible racing pedigree, the nephew of 1994 Dakar Rally winner Heinz Kinnegadner. A maiden stage win in May's Hellas Rally in Greece, and now a first success on his Dubai Baja debut.
It was a great day. I'm feeling so comfortable. It's only my second time here in the dunes in United Arabian States, so I'm very happy about it, and for sure hope I can win.
Double shock. Debut delights for top dog Ebster ahead of new championship favourite Dabrowski. Dutch rider Marianne Pohl finished 19th, odds on to retain her women's world crown. Yet eyes drawn to the dejected figure of Al Balushi, suffering the two-faced nature of top-class competition, the highs and the bitter lows. Team mechanics working out what went wrong in order to put things right tomorrow. Technical scrutineering carried out by the FIA and FIM is crucial for competitive fairness, but more importantly, safety. Before the event can begin, everything is checked. Cars have a roll cage and seatbelt, bikes don't, so checking the rider's kit is especially important.
What we're looking for is, first of all, we look at the helmet. We need to make sure it's the right standard, that it is in good condition, on which we place the sticker, which we check at the start to make sure that they're actually wearing the one that we approved of. We will go and check the front and back protector on the clothing, right standard, make sure it's in good condition. Same for the airbags, which also have to have cylinders. We will also check the overall condition of the clothing that the competitor is wearing. That includes boots, which should be 30 centimeters minimum as per standard. Make sure that it's without any cracks, without any holes. Okay. So 2 things remaining, goggles and the camelback, please. Camelback in this particular competition must be a minimum of 2 liters. The capacity is fine, yeah. Okay. This is more or less the checklist that we go through during the check of competitor personal protective equipment. This part of equipment is tipped up, thank you.
It's important to go racing, but what's super important is optimal safety. There's a pre-control first that happens at the entry.
Is a new, okay.
On board, you need a cutter-style object for cutting the seatbelts.
Ceinture de sécurité. Safety belt cutter, it's okay. On doit avoir les
You
clignotants.
need indicators, lights,
Yes, okay. And brake, please. Un kit médical.
a medical kit,
Okay.
a survival kit.
Un kit de survie. Ok, this way it's okay, ok. Alors les coupes-circuits c'est important.
The circuit breaker is important, one in the car for the driver or co-driver, and 2 on the exterior for the marshals or anyone who comes to help to cut the engine from outside.
Yes, it's correct, ok. Et après on a un deuxième contrôle.
After, there's a second control here where we check the seats, the seat fixings, the harnesses, also the engine.
Le moteur. Donc on a
There's a
un numéro,
number,
on a scellé le
and
moteur,
then
on a
we
scellé la
seal the
boîte,
box.
on a scellé
We
aussi
also
le
seal the
différentiel, le
differential,
turbo,
the turbo,
et on va
and we note on an
noter
official
sur un
document
document
all
officiel
these
tous ces
numbers,
numéros
which will be
qui,
controlled
pendant la
during the
course,
race.
vont être contrôlés. On est le gendarme, mais en même temps ils comprennent
We
que
are
c'est
the
pour leur
police, but they
sécurité.
understand it's for the
Et
safety.
eux ils ont envie de
They
faire
want
rouler
to
la
run the
voiture.
car, we
Nous,
want
on
the
a envie de
race.
voir des courses.
It's the role of the FIA
Et
to
c'est le rôle
control
de la
and
FIA
respect
de
the
contrôler,
norm.
de faire respecter des normes.
Desert sunshine, the crews gather after the liaison section, regrouping before the start of stage 1. Yazid Al-Raji stops for a quick chat with Toyota teammate Lucas Moraes, passing on a bit of wisdom to the Brazilian on unfamiliar ground.
My first desert race, so expectations are good. The learning curve is steep, but very nice to be here.
It's off the start line for Yazid Al-Raji, opening the road as the first car. Regular co-driver Michael Orr missed the event, injuring himself escaping from a dramatic vehicle fire in Baja, Poland in September. Dirk van Zitwitz is the navigator, and the pair had a very successful result in Heil for the last round of the Baja World Cup, the second event win of the season for Al-Raji after his victory in round 3 in Italy. Today a tough stage for the Saudi, feeling sick during the stage. He actually vomited in his helmet and had to stop several minutes to recover, yet continued to the finish and despite the hiccup along the way, was third quickest.
For me, not good day. I sick in the stage and I stop. And again I sick, and I think is for us is difficult day with sick. Very important to keep front of Zabital, and I think we lose some time today, but not too much. And tomorrow we have good day. We take some medicine, and tomorrow is different day.
The constant flow of small soft dunes providing a challenge for many drivers today. A strong stage though for Egyptian driver Ahmed Al Sami in the two-wheel drive fast and speed buggy, completing 5th quickest overall. Miroslav Zapotal, the only driver who can steal the title, This crew with 4 podiums this season, second in Jordan, Poland and Saudi. Co-driver Marek Sikora has already sealed the World Cup title for co-drivers. Can his teammate take the same step? 4th quickest on the stage, 16 minutes off the scratch time. A great stage for Dutch driver Erik van Loon, 2nd quickest with a time of 3 hours, 36 minutes, 52 seconds. With his wife also competing in the T3 class, the veteran rally driver targeting the podium this weekend, as well as preparing the Toyota Hilux for Dakar duties. The local wildlife makes negotiating this terrain very easy. And today, so did Lucas Moraes. Teammate Al Raji and Van Loon, Toyota Overdrive. The Brazilian has German co-driver Timo Gottschalk alongside him for the first time on a mission to prepare for their Dakar entry next month. They're not in the title fight, but by winning the stage, the event is proven successful. A stage win by nearly 7 minutes over Van Loon.
This is my first race in the desert, so I'm very, very happy to be able just to finish. Some places that I never thought a car could go, but Timo was saying, yeah, just keep going, you're gonna be fine. And we start crossing. Yeah, we didn't stop for nothing, clean stage. But it was also interesting because we managed to, Yazid have some problems and we managed to pass, and then we were opening the road. So my first desert race, opening the road, it's quite tricky.
At the midpoint, Lucas Moraes leads from Erik van Loon and Yazid Al Raji, a Toyota Overdrive podium lockout. Zappeltel and El Shami completing the top 5. Driving in the open category, a lot to learn for Khalid Al Qasimi. The Emirati may be on home sand, but he hasn't driven for nearly a year. New car, co-driver, and a switch from Peugeot to Mini. Part of the Red Bull Off-Road Junior Team USA, Mitch Guthrie Jr. is the son of legendary American driver of the same name, 2nd quickest in his Seat Arona this stage. This is Denis Krotov in his John Cooper Works Mini Cooper. The Russian competing under a Kyrgyzstan license dropped 3 hours today. Another trailblazing female driver is Mashael Alobayadan, who had to ask special permission to get a racing license to drive in her home country of Saudi Arabia back in 2019. Has been driving off-road on 2 or 4 wheels since she was a kid and has proved herself a strong contender. 2 podiums in the Baja World Cup this season. She finishes this stage 5th quickest. Saudi driver Ahmed Nasser Al Arbi steering his Can-Am Maverick over the soft, undiluted dunes. He's currently 2nd in the FIA Middle East Cross Country Cup. For Bajas, behind Aliyah Kolok, he needs to outscore her this weekend by 23 points to take the title. And today he finished stage 4th, ahead of penalised Aliyah. Fernando Alvarez and co-driver Javier Panseri arrived in Dubai having already clinched the 2022 Baja World Cup title, the only class that was decided in advance of the grand finale. So the goal here was to enjoy, gain experience, but still set an impressive pace. Fastest T3 through the stage with a time of 3 hours 42 minutes and 44 seconds, clearly not resting on his laurels with the title already in the bag. Representing South Racing Middle East, Dubai resident Brit Thomas Bell is another driver taking the opportunity of dune riding as a test for the Dakar Rally, and he knows this part of the UAE very well. A strong drive against World Cup regulars, Bell 3rd quickest on the stage.
We had loads of fun there. First thing is our 2 ERTF don't work, so we're back to the old start. Which is great because we're old guys, you know, so old guys can do it the old way. But yeah, it was a real tough roof today. Lots and lots of technical dunes. You had to drive basically with a lot of intelligence, which we haven't got, so we're lucky to get to the end.
The 2021 T3 Baja World Cup champion Dania Akil may not be able to defend her title, as Alvarez has already outscored her enough this season to seal the deal, but she's still pushing. And having overcome the start ramp scare last night, the Can-Am Maverick is clearly firing on all cylinders too. Akil completing the stage in 4 hours 3 minutes 59 seconds, only 1 minute 15 off the scratch time. Two female Saudi drivers in the top 5, with Dania Akil keeping Fernando Alvarez honest at the top of the leaderboard. To the action on the sand, as the T4 competition really heated up under the blazing Emirati sun. And with only a point advantage over Mashari Al Tafiri, the pressure appeared to produce a crack in their pre-race optimism. Cristiano Batista quickly losing sight of his Kuwaiti rival. The Brazilian had won the most Bahas this season, the last 2 in Portugal and Saudi, to add to his success in Italy, and yet they picked the worst possible moment to fall behind. Kuwait's Al Tafiri had shown admirable consistency, standing on 3 Baja podiums throughout the year, leading out at pace alongside the Goksel family. The title fight was on. 3 places and almost 30 seconds on Batista, 5th was fine for the Kuwaiti on Friday. A previous quad and T5 world champion Kees Koolin's hopes of a 3rd category crown were dashed in the Saudi desert, with a 20-second advantage over Edouard Pons meant 4th prime Coolin for overall podium. Just as SSVs side by side with the chase for World Cup glory, there was a family affair at the heart of Dubai International Baja. Goksel clan domination. The eldest of the Energy Landia rally crew team, Marek played 3rd fiddle to his son and brother. The main Goksel at Dakar 2022 with 7 stage wins, taking his place at the foot of the podium. Eric spent Dakar 2022 as the unofficial Goksel translator, but now the 18-year-old will line up in Saudi Arabia. He'll be the youngest ever Dakar competitor. Warming up for the challenges ahead, Eric lent on the experience of co-pilot Aurelio Mena. The newly crowned Polish drift champion producing a brilliant June debut, the teenager edged his dad, but initially at least denied a stunning maiden special. The family impatient to have Eric join the competitive action, but Uncle Michel appeared to take the honours. He was overshadowed by Marek's 7 Dakar wins to his 2, yet Michel and co-driver Francois Cazalet making light of nearly 9 months away from the dunes.
Last time that I went on dunes, it was on February, on March, so it is really nice to me to come here.
Yet victory wasn't his. Neutral time from refueling belatedly returned to Marek and, more importantly, Eric. The sun rising to the top as Eric celebrated an unforgettable June debut, victory and a chance to revel in his first major step in the teenager's career.
I must say that it was my first stage in my life. I was a little bit scared. Everybody told me it's going to be difficult. I say in some parts it was quite difficult, but nobody mentioned it was so fun. So I'm very happy.
Pure joy as the young gun fired his way to the top of the Goksel 1-2-3. A Polish family lockout, 5th for Al Tafiri, meant the world crown went to the wire. But the day belonged to the Goksels and especially the new kid on the block.
First stage in my life.
And finally, the Nationals. Gurvarav Shirapal won the Desert Storm Rally 2022 in his home country of India. And yet he was slow on this day in his Nissan Patrol, even though he prepared for the Baja Dubai by taking part in the UAE Desert Rally Championship. Atif Al-Zaruni is more used to riding quads in his local rallies in the UAE. Today, the Emirati in the Kana Maverick hit by heavy penalties. Nationals competitor Emirati Tamer Abu El Sad also lost time today in his Can-Am Maverick. He got lost, as you can see him turning around, and heavily penalised for it, giving the maximum nominal time for the stage. Rashid Al-Ketbi won the UAE Rally Championship back in 2004. He was very fast today in the Can-Am Maverick, stayed out of trouble to finish second, with a time of 4 hours 21 minutes and 26 seconds. Danish entrepreneur living in Dubai, Andreas Borgman, on great form in the national class. He'd taken part in local rallies in the UAE previously, and that experience showed. Fastest without major problems, started first, finished first.
Part of it is still the same, which is nice flow, but there's a section that is really tough. It's like 2 meter and a half bumps, just boom, 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 boom. So it's a very tough route, but good. You learn a lot. You know, it's not just a smooth thing. You learn how to control your car.
So with heavy penalties for 3 of the 5 entrants, it's Borgman leading from El Ketbi for top 2 steps on the podium. That's leg 1 of the Dubai International Baja. What would tomorrow's season finale bring? The final and decisive day of Dubai action, but also the 2022 FIM and FIA World Cups for cross-country Bajas. The wild dunes of the United Arab Emirates are the playground today as the season reaches its dramatic climax in this timeless Arabian desert. Saturday 3rd December and leg 2. On paper, as they left the start line at Al Marmoun and crossed the finish in the township of Al Isaili, it's the reverse of running leg 1. Yet in reality, 195.98 kilometres, a blank canvas of fresh tunes. As ever, the bikers up before dawn's break. The Baja party started by the Limber Special 1 winner, Tobias Ebster, not phased from a stunning debut display.
Feeling good, feeling excited about the stage, and just try to do not something stupid and bring it home. Having fun out there, enjoying the desert, keep the gas rolling.
Konrad Dabrowski following the Austrian, pondering whether he'll celebrate world domination.
Looks like the title is on the line for me today. The advantage looks enough. So if I carry the speed I had yesterday, today to the finish line, the title should be mine, but we'll see.
Mohamed Al Balushi, ready to fight after an electrical failure burnt his title hopes. He threw his roadbook away, jotted some notes, and went old school on his home dunes. Destination Lisaili, where camel racing is the local sporting pastime. The final desert humps and Makis Reis Stavros taking them in his stride. The Welshman, who'll soon make his Dakar debut, will go in fine form, 5th, earning him a second Baja podium of the season. Abdallah Abu Asha was enjoying the pre-race firing Instagram stories for his friends, family and followers, and the man known as Al Sab 3 reeled the Briton in for a fine 4th place finish. The Jordanian champion finished 7th overall, with Abdallah Al Shati far behind, yet the Kuwaiti did enough to hit the World Baja podium in 3rd. Time to go to the pump, but also a chance to reflect on a terrific competition, as well as those who won big in other Baja World Cup categories. Pedro Prata retained his veteran title, coming home behind David McBride, the Briton who won the first bike race in Dubai in 2016. Amiram Pol scored 13th in the second special, the Dutch conquering the Kudra Dunes to clinch a second successive women's gold. Now it was back to business with Al Balushi on the hunt. Yesterday's breakout star Tobias Ebster this time had to lead from the front rather than weave through the pack. The Austrian still with a fine performance. A second straight podium, as 3rd place saw the Baja debutant beat everyone to the overall Baja Dubai bike title. Dabrowski knew second was likely enough to earn the world crown. A double world champion in the end, the best junior at the competition, but fate cleared the way for the 20-year-old to become a Baja world champion. The youngest biker ever to finish the Dakar in 2022, perfectly primed to make a huge splash in the upcoming edition. The true mark of a champion is getting off the canvas when you've been knocked down, and Mohamed Al Balushi was back on his feet and fighting. Yesterday was rock bottom for the Emirati. His bid for a second World Baja title lay in tatters. Despite his disappointment, the 2018 champion finished his home Baja on a high.
Where's today?
Today first, so it's good.
6 seconds.
I'm glad with the stage win. I'm very proud. I dedicate this win to our National Day. Happy National Day to UAE. I'm very proud Emirati today. I wanted to give the world title to my people and to my family, my friends, but yeah, it is what it is.
Al Balushi with the stage honours, but it's a debut to remember for Ebster, the Austrian, the Dubai Baja bike champion. But it was a happy Dubrovsky camp too, as the Dust Rally team saluted the world champion.
I'm really happy. I was able to clinch it with, here in Dubai, racing a Dakar bike against motocross and enduro bikes. So I made it even harder for myself, but I'm really happy about the end result, and yeah, it's just a nice moment.
Next for Dubrovsky, drawing lines in the sand at Dakar. In the quads, further success for UAE hosts came from native quadder Abdulaziz Ali, winning both stages to claim the Dubai title. Ani Al Numesi third, but second on the world podium, with Nelly Kaisova third, but Super Saudi Abdulmajid Al Kualifi was third on the day to leave Dubai top of the Baja quad world for the very first time. The first ever to fly the flag for Israel in Dubai, Alona Ben Natan proved her talent in the first race of the season, winning the women's award in Jordan. The Israeli present for the finale, yet a first experience of the Dubai dunes proved unforgiving.
Oh my gosh, what were I thinking about? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You know you can. You know you can do it. Just do it. My God, just do it. Oh, oh, yes, yes.
The physical and mental challenge of Rally Raid laid bare on the Al Qudra desert. Alona Ben Natan refusing to quit, but running out of time.
There's one more motorbike coming in, bike number 88. We need to wait for that.
Outside the maximum time allowed, but some good news mixed in with the bad. A 1 hour penalty, but a chance of redemption. But who is this trailblazing Israeli?
Hi, my name is Alona Ben Natan. I'm a rider, 34 years old. I'm happy to be the first one who does it here. It's a huge achievement for me, like being here and to know that I'm the first one. Everything just came so fast for me, only during the last 4 years. Off-road, I found it by mistake when I had some barbecue with my friends, and one of the friends had 2 bikes, and he just asked me if I want to go for a ride, and I said yes, okay, let's try. And I don't know, I just had such a good feeling when I was riding next to him, so 4 days after I bought a bike and just started riding. Rallying, I started just 2 years ago, so everything is new for me, especially the dunes and sands, because in my country we don't have dunes like this. So I'm a little bit nervous and afraid, but I'll be good. I'll be good. I came to Dubai like a month ago to get some trainings. So I went to MX Ride, the Mohamed Al Balushi's school. He took me just to see the terrain, to see how the sand feels. to be with Muhammad Al-Balushi in these dunes, riding next to him was priceless. Before every race, I'm very, very nervous. It's these butterflies that you have inside. I love this feeling, and you know, till the second that he says, okay, you can start, you're so nervous, and then you're just focused and okay, you are into it. You're only navigating and you're focused to do your best. And of course, you ride next to like superstars in this sport, so it's like a dream comes true.
The crews gather for the last start line of the season. Lucas Moraes is ready. It was his first day at desert school yesterday and he got top marks. Yazid Al-Raji acknowledges that this Baja World Cup is not the only one happening right now. His closest rival, Zaplatel, buckles up to take the title fight down to the wire. A big learning curve this weekend for Khalid Al-Qasimi. He may be a four-time winner of this event, but he hasn't competed since the Dakar in January, and he's adjusting to a new car, the Mini, a new co-driver, Ola Floen. They were going well until a high-speed crash, rolling many times and bringing their rally to a premature end. The crew okay, but the car clearly not.
6th gear, high speed, hit the crossroad and we rolled. And we had a problem with the co-driver didn't read for me the caution on the crossroad. It was a very bad luck for us.
Launching into the stage, Yazid Al-Raji recovered from the bizarre motion sickness that plagued leg 1 yesterday. He knew that today he needed to play safe to win the Baja World Cup. No need to push for a repeat rally win after victory here in 2021. Czech driver Miroslav Zaplatel knew he needed to finish this final stage way ahead of his Saudi adversary to overhaul him in the standings. A day of ducking it out on the dunes lay ahead. While the Tyval rivals battled, here's how the other frontrunners fared. Huge penalties for missing waypoints dropped Eric van Loon down the leaderboard. But the pace was still good today, and ultimately, the Dutchman's entry into the Dubai International Baja was a test for next month's Dakar Rally. Mission accomplished. The constant flow of small, soft dunes proving a challenge for many drivers, but a strong stage for Egyptian driver Ahmed Al-Shami in the two-wheel drive fast and speed buggy, completing 5th quickest, putting him and co-driver Obaid Hassan 4th overall. And so to the fight for the World Cup and rally win, Ford versus Toyota. The co-driver's crown already in Zaplatel navigator Marek Sikora's hands. The Czech's Ford F-150 Evo, though no match for the Saudi Dune Master, 3rd quickest on the stage and 3rd overall. The reward punishment for his impressive surprise win on stage 1 was for Lucas Moraes to be first on the road on stage 2, particularly difficult on your first ever desert rally. With the Brazilian a quick learner, with the experience and wisdom of Timo Gottschalk alongside him in their Toyota overdrive cockpit, even Lucas couldn't escape the effects of June sea sickness today, losing a little time before finishing the stage in 2nd place.
It's very tough. I have to stop twice to throw up. But it's very hard to open the road. I never thought to fight for the podium actually. The goal was always to finish and to get experience. But even though we was fighting, but we kept our head cool and just made sure to finish the stage.
A reminder that Yazid Al-Raji is missing regular co-driver Michael Orr. Dirk von Zitwitz is navigator, but luckily the German has worked with Yazid before and is a Dakar winner in 2009, sitting alongside Giniel de Villiers. The pairing set the perfect balance of pace and caution today, keeping all comers safely behind them and sealing the title with a stage win, jumping 2 places up the overall leaderboard to also take the rally victory.
Today for us is good, and we win World Cup and we enjoy it here. That's most important.
Confirmation. That win seals the title for Al Raji. Marash, Zapatel, El Shami and Al Farai complete the top 5. Time to take the applause and a moment to celebrate before the official podium later in Dubai Festival City. My name is Marek Sikora. I'm Slovakian and I'm the navigator for Miroslav Zapotel. I started with my father, who was a cross-country driver. Before I drove with him, he recognized that I was a good navigator and pushed me to be a co-driver. I started before I turned 20 years old. It was a course in Europe. In 2016, I began to work with Zapatel. I then prepared everything quickly that was required to be his co-driver on the Dakar. In 2017, Miroslav invited me to join him in Africa. We qualified in second and then finished the race in second position. From that day, we've stuck together. We're a good team. If not, I'd not still be by his side. Marek is a lovely guy, really attentive, very calm. Before he does anything, he thinks about it. I think it helps him a lot in respect to navigation. Thanks to Marek and Zapatel, they've been together some time, and the results mean it's worked well in the car. No, I'd not say he's strict or anything like that. I think I'm the strict one. I'm concentrating on knowing the navigation with the road book so we don't make mistakes on the route.
I think Marek is a very, very good guy, very good co-pilot. He's an easy, relaxed, fun guy. Nice to be in the same competition with him. Of course he's good at navigation, otherwise he would not in his position he is in.
I'm not thinking about my co-driver world title. All those feelings will come after the rally. For now, I'm only concentrating on the last rally. I'm putting any emotions to one side. After the rally, I'm sure that's when they'll come. On to the T3 class. This is Saudi driver Ahmed Nasser Al Arbi in his Can-Am Maverick, second in the FIA Middle East Cross Country Cup for Bajas, for which this event also counted as the final round. But today, he and co-driver Alexei Kuzmich were 5th fastest on stage 2, 26 minutes off the overall stage winning pace, 4th overall, crucially not enough to take the regional title. This is trailblazing female driver Masyal Al-Obadan. From Saudi Arabia, she's made history several times. The first Saudi woman to compete at an international event outside the Middle East, Baja Aragon 2021. 2 podiums in the Baja World Cup this season. She finished 4th on the stage and 5th overall. The next generation already is upon us. 18-year-old Aliyah Kolok arrived in Dubai leading the Middle East Baja Cross Country Cup and, despite a massive penalty for missed waypoints on stage 1, an impressive 3rd fastest time on stage 2 puts her 7th overall, good enough to seal the title over Al Arbi. Not only good preparation for her debut at Dakar, but a historic moment to win the prestigious series at such a young age.
The Dubai one was good, was difficult, was a lot of scary situations, but was okay, was good.
The 2021 T3 Baja World Cup champion Tania Akil arrived in Dubai knowing she couldn't mathematically beat her title rival and teammate Fernando Alvarez to the 2022 World Crown. Nevertheless, she and co-driver Sergio Lafuente have pushed their Can-Am Maverick to a flying finish. A superb second quickest stage seals second overall, securing the runner-up spot on the season podium. Fernando Alvarez and co-driver Xavier Panseri could have easily backed off this weekend, having already clinched the World Cup title with a round to spare. But that's not in the Spanish driver's nature. A great fast drive here in Dubai puts another Rally Winners' Trophy on his shelf, en route to officially claiming the big prize.
Happy to finish the race, to win the category, to be third in the overall. So many things today, so really happy about that.
Alvarez top of the overall, above Akil, as the Argentine-based driver celebrated his world title in style. A two-way fight for T4 honours with the World Baja Cup also on the line.
Everything it's possible is to be winning this stage and coming second in T4.
Mutual respect, Eric reciprocating the love before battle commenced.
Ready to attack. Just have a nice day, make fun, and finish.
After overnight drama changed the Stage 1 classifications, what would Stage 2 hold in store? The final leg of the Dubai Baja, the Goxels were unstoppable. Marek again the third in line, but he would have been a proud dad and brother on a special day. A remarkable result for the Energy Landia rally team, not satisfied with a T4 stranglehold, but attacking the cars category overall. Michel Goxel saw his opening leg victory snatched by his nephew when time was recovered. He and co-driver Francois Cazelet wouldn't be beaten this time, but equally did not take the win alone. Incredibly, Misha and Eric with the exact same time. What can the trio produce when let loose on the dunes of Dakar? Eric Goxel showing that alongside Konrad Dobrowski, there's an abundance of Polish talent. Stage 1 win and joint timed on the second. T4 success, but also the overall cars Dubai title. A Goxel 1, 2, 3 again, the stage and overall. Not such joy for Edward Pons and co-driver Monica Plaza.
And unfortunately, we broke and we can't continue. We were enjoying a lot, and this is the dessert, and that's all.
They did manage to come home, but the pair nearly 7 hours from first. South Racing Can-Am teammate Kees Koolin had a smoother ride to finish fifth, and that's where the veteran Dutchman was in the overall GC. There was hope, but it was faint. Mashari Al-Tafiri, knowing only a disaster for his rival, could see him snatch the T4 World crown. The Kuwaiti did finish ahead of Cristiano Batista, but only 2 places, and in the end settled for a place just off the T4 podium in Dubai, and second in the world. Ain't bad at all. There was blood, sweat and tears yesterday, but Batista and his Portuguese partner in crime, Fausto Mota, didn't lose the faith. The Brazilian had won the most Bahas this season, yet despite not earning honours in the UAE, Batista and Mota ended the race top of the world. Well, I feel such incredible happiness. All the time we were on the course, we were impatient to get to the end. After all the problems we faced, finally, we're here, and we're world champions. Poland with 2 big winners on the final day, the Goxels with plenty to celebrate over their family Christmas before attentions turn to Dakar 2023. Scarcely believable, the family affair beat everyone in the field, while Batista and Mota are T4 Baja world champions. And so to the Nationals, Rashid Al-Ketbi was holding second position among the SSVs in the first half of the stage, but lost position, happy after the troubles he faced last year. Tamer Abu El Said lost time during the stage in his Can-Am Max 1000R. He tried to continue and managed to arrive at the finish line in 4th position. Gaurav Shirapal's Nissan Patrol stopped after a few kilometres for some time, but he managed to continue the stage in the 3rd position. Another podium for the 2022 winner of Desert Storm Rally in his home country of India. Atif Al-Zaruni went for the attack today in his Yamaha UTV, and he managed to overtake Rashid Al-Ketbi, who started before him, to take another podium in his home country. Two wins from 2 stages for Andreas Borgman to take victory on the National Baja Dubai for the 2nd successive year. The perfect result for the Danish entrepreneur, flying solo in his Can-Am Maverick X3.
And this is the time where my mental, my mindset really relaxes from work and whatever else in everyday life. This is where you only focus. If you twist and turn once, you're gone. Wheel will fall off.
Borgman retains his title with Al-Zaruni, an Indian pairing Shirapal and Aura for company on the podium. The season that started in the snowy forest back in February is over. Thanks for watching until the 2023 edition is ready to rev and go.